everybody, and happy Burns Night. And I'm just recalling the memories of last year, and I look at you and I say, wow, it's amazing. Burns Night is always a unique night, but these nights when we see you with us, that's what makes it extra unique night. The diversity of the people we come across, I've been passing around talking to the people. The diversity who's sharing this celebration of this night is amazing. And the sight from here is amazing as well. I'm tempted to take a selfie now. Just quickly to start, there are some acknowledgements that are due to be given, genuinely, not in a formality setting. And first of all, we'd just like to thank Fiona Hislop, the Cabinet Secretary, whose support for us and for the whole cultural and diversity theme for the last 4 to 5 years is amazing. And her commitment to sustain this within the context of enabling the diverse community to be active members of Scotland and participate in all the settings and all the celebrations that take place. I was at an event last week speaking on Burns Night event delivered by the Afghani community, and I gave an example about a proverb we have in Arabic culture which says, if you live with a community for 40 days continuously, you become one of them. What does that mean is you don't lose your identity or your ethnicity, but you develop your belonging to this community. You share their happiness, you share their sorrows, you share their aspirations. And that brings us to the context when we as diverse community in Scotland, the question is not whether we are Scottish or we're ethnic minorities. It's not either or. We're both Scottish and ethnic minorities. And I think this is the country that we made home. And this country accepted us as subject or citizens of this home. We should be actively participating and celebrating in all these settings. And to see the diverse people here tonight celebrating is something amazing. Moving on to thank the Celtic Connection, and especially Donald Shaw and the team. The smooth collaboration that I've shown towards working with BEMIS can only be admired, and we look forward for the coming year and the year after and the year after. And thanks again, Donald. Moving on to the staff of BEMIS and Celtic Connection, I think their contribution from Tanvir to Sue to Anne to Omar to Ray, amazing. But we have to stop at the role of Danny Boyle here, who's been for the last 4 years managing the whole program of cultural diversity, and we're all proud of him. Thanks, Danny. And tonight's theme is about a toast to the Lassies, and we are proud to see the diverse women from the ethnic minority take an active role, leading on participation and celebrating events like this and other events like St. Andrews and winter festivals. And last year, throughout this year, we supported and we funded 63 projects across Scotland to run their own events, to run their own initiatives to celebrate their citizenship in Scotland. And I managed to attend some of these events, and I was so impressed by the level of participation and by the commitment. And I can name some of those groups. Like, for example, we have the Kenyan women in Scotland who had a massive, amazing event. We have Uniting Nations in Scotland, UNIS, similarly. And we have the Scottish Council of Jewish Community. Their Rabbie Burns supper was amazing last week and attended by the First Minister as well. And we have the Glasgow Afghan United, we have the international women groups and the Nepalese Association. These are just samples of the diversity of the communities that are really actively, few years actively participating in running events like St. Burns Night. Just move from the formalities now, just to share something with you. I was in a taxi 3 days ago, and I was chatting to the driver about the Burns Night, the haggis, the supper, and he was laughing. He said every time he goes abroad, people ask him about Scotland and about haggis, and the question coming to him, how do you capture him? Does it have 4 legs, 2 legs, you fly? And he promised that next time he goes there, he'll show them how this is captured. So he'll take pictures or videos. Anyway, so on a more serious note, thanks again for being here. And unfortunately, we're not able to give you the haggis dinner. We chose to allow you to share the diverse food celebration. So it's not literally in terms of the haggis setting. This is the first reason. So we want you to share an experience. And the second reason, which is the genuine one, we couldn't capture enough haggis to feed 400 people. we have special guests from the Afghani embassy and from Germany, the Saxony area, allow me to say area, and they are among us, and thanks very much for their presence with us. And leaving you on this note, thanks again, you look amazing guys, and I'm tempted again to have the selfie, but I'll leave it. May I take this opportunity to thank again the Cabinet Secretary and the Scottish Government, the Equality Union, but I'd like to invite the Cabinet Secretary, Ms. Fiona Hislop, Cabinet Secretary for Culture, Tourism and External Affairs, to share her thoughts with you. Thanks again very much.
Thank you, Rabbie, and I'm delighted to be able to join you all this evening to congratulate Celtic Connections in joining with BEMIS to present this event tonight. But Rabbie, the reason you can't catch the haggis is they don't have 4 legs and they don't have 2 legs. I was told when I was growing up they had 3 legs, so they could run up and down the Scottish hills. So it's fantastic to see such a diverse range of communities right across the country joining together to not only celebrate the remarkable contribution of Robert Burns, but also crucially using his legacy as an inspiration to share and celebrate their own unique cultures, history and stories. The 18 multicultural events joining the celebration on or around Burns Night include the Multicultural Centre in Aberdeen, Govan Hill Trust Community Baths in Glasgow, and the Al-Walid Centre for the Study of Islam in Edinburgh. And we've seen over 15,000 people from multicultural communities joining the celebration at 63 events across the country. And in terms of attendance, that's a 25% increase from 2015-16, and it's more than double the 2014 figure. And it just shows you how popular this programme has become. This year alone, we've seen over 12 different ethnic cultural groups taking part in celebrations in areas like Glasgow, Edinburgh, Dundee, Stirling, Aberdeen, Inverness, Falkirk, and with the Polish community in my constituency at Roxburgh. So encouragingly, many of the events have been joining the celebrations for the winter festivals, and Burns have been delivered by and welcomed many different ethnic communities, cultures and faiths. And the spirit of collaboration is encouraging, and it's something we're keen to build on. So this is a result of an announcement I made last June that the Scottish Government would provide BEMIS with a funding contribution of £54,000 to support the delivery of the multicultural celebration of the Year of Innovation, Architecture and Design from last year, and Scotland's Winter Festivals, which come to their finale tonight. In partnership with Celtic Connections, tonight's event is supported by this funding. It is the finale of another successful year for this programme. And these celebrations are not separate from Scotland's wider events programme. They are a hugely valuable and absolutely integral part of Scotland's festivals. And in 2017, we're celebrating this year the Year of History, Heritage and Archaeology, and that showcases Scotland's rich and colourful historic environment and past. And I'd like to invite all the communities here to take part in that celebration of that year. So further information on the events programme and any funding opportunities for event organisers are on Visit Scotland website and Heritage Lottery Fund websites. So in addition, we're working with colleagues in BEMIS to explore opportunities to build on the successes of the 2016 multicultural celebrations, and we'll share further information on plans for 2017-18 shortly. This evening's event is called A Toast to the Lassies, and as you'll know at Burns Suppers, this toast is often a welcome opportunity to specifically recognise the achievements of women, either in the audience that evening or more widely. So tonight, taking inspiration from the Toast to the Lassies, we're recognising the key contribution of all the women who have taken part in the multicultural celebrations. But perhaps things don't change that much across the centuries. And I want to share with you something. If you think about the context we're in just now, we've got Europe and Brexit. Today, the Prime Minister announced that there's going to be a white paper on Brexit, a plan finally. And also, as we've heard, it's a week when millions of women march across the world. So you can see perhaps sometimes history can repeat itself. And I want you to listen to the words of Robert Burns when he wrote so long ago about the rights of women. Now remember what I said about Europe, about Brexit, about having a plan announced today, and about the importance of women this week particularly. And I quote, "While Europe's eye is fixed on mighty things, the fate of empires and the fall of kings, while quacks of state must each produce his plan or her plan, and even children list the rights of man. Amid this mighty fuss, just let me mention, the rights of women merit some attention." Now this poem was written in 1792, and obviously very much reflected the sentiments at the time, but more recently we've seen progress around gender equality, and that has been significant. We've got a real commitment to gender equality, to remove the barriers faced by women and men across a range of social and economic spheres. And we all have a part to achieve this important goal. So as we progress through 2017, I look forward to seeing even more women from minority ethnic communities and the organisations who represent them taking part in and driving forward Scotland's major events portfolio, including the multicultural activities of the themed years and the winter festivals. And the contribution of women to the multicultural celebrations of the themed years and winter festivals has been massive and hugely welcomed. For example, we have the African Caribbean Women's Group, the Glendale Women's Cafe, Glasgow Women's Library, the Rainbow Women's Muslim group joining us in the celebration of Robert Burns this week. And I'm also delighted to hear about the young women taking part in the Multicultural Football Festival, and was inspired to hear them talking about this in the 2014 documentary, which was commissioned to celebrate the multicultural homecoming. So there is so much happening. We have so much talent, ability, we have so much leadership in women in our communities, and we have so much to say about what we can contribute in culture and connection and collaboration going forward. So to close my remarks, I would like to ask Rabbie and Donald to, which one's which? And I'd like to ask Rabbie and Donald to join me. And we are going to invite you all, if you have a glass, to raise your glasses and to toast all the lassies here tonight and across Scotland who have made the multicultural celebrations of the themed years and winter festivals such a great success. To the lassies!
Governor Singer, Fiona Hissel, thank you.
Sitting on your grave, the snowdrops in my hand, I throw them to the wind. I don't care where they land. I'm screaming to the sky and hope to bring you back, but silence stills the air as they fall without a sound. If I had known that one day I'd be gone, then I would have always been here. And now that you're gone, while the world goes on, I'll try not to cry one more tear. No, I'll try not to cry one more tear. You came here on one chord and you're leaving us on 8, and I handed you one sail, lower you down. We didn't see you leaving, I didn't say goodbye. I never thought I'd lower you down, down, down to the air, soil and seasons of blank make it underground. If I had known that one day you'd be gone, then I would have always been here. And now that you're gone, while the world goes on, I'll try not to cry one more tear. Oh, I'll try not to cry one more tear. The gentlest hand you took a needle to my pain, but the waves still come and hit me from behind. And I stole from you, oh, after he هجرة الذي ستبقى هجرة تاريخ عظيم هجرة الذي ستبقى هجرة تاريخ عظيم وبه اللور وهتلقى نحو جنة النعيم طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع
Here we go. Where's Key Man? It was in sweet Senegal that my foes did me enthrall for the Isle of Jamaica. Oh, torn from that lovely coast and must ne'er see no more. Oh, alas, I am weary, weary, oh, torn from that lovely coast and must ne'er see no more. Oh, alas, I am weary, weary, oh. All on that charming coast was no brutal whipping post like the Isle of Jamaica. Forever flow and flowers ever grow. Oh, alas, I am weary, weary, oh, where streams forever flow and flowers ever grow. Oh, alas, I am weary, weary, oh, the burden I must bear, while the cruel scourge I fear on the Isle of Jamaica. Oh, and I think of family dear with a sorry bitter. Oh, alas, I am weary, weary, oh, and I think of family gone with a sorry, bitter scorn. Oh, alas, I am weary. Oh, ooh, Jamaica. Tell them, tell me, tell you. It was in sweet Senegal that my foes did me entrap for the Isle of Jamaica. Oh, where torn, Mama Africa. Oh, alas, I am weary, weary, oh, torn from that lovely coast, Mama Africa. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. We were carried beyond our own home. We were taken beyond Mama Africa's shore. We were carried beyond our own home. We were carried beyond Mama Africa's shore.